Hello, everybody. This is Off the Cuff with Des and Zane. I am one of the hosts, Carissa Des.
And I am the other host, Zane Thomas.
And this is our special guest from Los Angeles, California, Precious Child over here, musical artist and extraordinary human being, in my opinion.
Absolutely.
Greetings, alleged human being. Please.
You don't really know.
Thank you. They suspect, but they have not confirmed.
Yeah, well, we'll leave it to you to decide.
Let's leave it ambiguous, yes.
So, yeah. What's something you're excited for?
I'm excited to be up here in Portland. It's been a long time since I've escaped LA. It's been 3 years. Last time I was on the road was in 2019.
Wow, before the pandemic?
Yeah.
I'm sure the pandemic kind of slowed you down because there were no shows for like a year and a half, and I was dying inside because shows are my
lifeblood.
Yes.
Yeah, so that was like, I used to, in 2018 and 2019, I was touring like 100, 150 days a year. And so it was a real change in lifestyle. And really, honestly, it took a huge hit out of me as an artist because I couldn't make money doing shows. And but the pandemic continues and is real. And
still here, folks.
And thanks, America.
I forget about it sometimes because nobody really talks about it anymore. Yeah, everybody's tired of talking about it.
Yeah.
So did you do like any Zoom shows or anything like that? I know a lot of musicians did that, and I don't know. It's not the same. You don't really feel the same energy from Zoom concerts.
Yeah,
I tried.
Yeah, I didn't dig the Zoom thing. When I perform, I'm there to see and smell and taste the audience, and I
get sweat.
Yeah,
thrown into our faces. Yeah,
and I can't fucking commune with my laptop. I mean, it's totally different, and so I didn't do any Zoom shows at all. And I was streaming, but I didn't want to stream performances.
Yeah, it was I actually met Precious because we both were protest live streamers, activists, and also we live streamed the movement, and we got abused by the police probably at the same time. But that's a whole other story. So when you were during the pandemic, 2020, were you writing a lot and kind of honing your musical talent? Yes.
I did do some writing. In the latter half of 2020, I wrote, and first half of 2021, I wrote most of my album AR-15s for transgender teens, and I mean, being blown up by the police did affect my writing. Listening to stories of the families that had their loved ones shot in the back by police as they were unarmed running away, that affected my writing too.
Yeah.
Seeing and experiencing the spirit of people standing up against injustice, that affected my writing as well, and that deeply changed me as an artist. And people think that making music or art is perhaps a technical practice, like which note comes after this one. How do you frame a phrase in a song? However, the real je ne sais quoi,
you got
of artistry is it comes from the person, and who we are defines the art that we make.
Of course.
And you can't fake that, and you can't teach that, and
you can, but it doesing. You can tell that you're.
Yeah, you can tell somebody faked it.
Yeah.
Then it's just like my photocopy of art, and so I'm grateful for those experiences, and although they did come at a toll, as you know, drama, and
right-wing hate also, which we both had.
Yeah, and that changes you too. Like people have all sorts of drama in their lives. Conflicts with friends and family and their loved ones, and the drama of that shit compared with like the drama of death threats or being run over by a car.
Mhm.
Because people say that they're going to come to the protest and drive you
Yeah.
the fuck down.
Yeah, we were talking about this last night, actually. I actually got chased down by Proud Boys, and I had to, like, run to my car. So that definitely changed me as a person. I never thought that would
Yeah.
happen.
Yeah, I could see that. I could see that
But it,
changing you a
you know,
little bit.
it definitely, like, even though it was bad, like, I feel like that kind of stuff kind of shaped me as a person. And like, some people don't believe that hard times make you stronger, but I definitely feel like I'm like stronger, and I'm like, I've had, I feel more comfortable in my own skin because I've like gone through that shit and I know what I can handle,
Yeah. In what ways have hard times kind of shaped you into the artist that you become?
Uh, my whole life was a hard
whole
time.
life.
Yeah.
I mean, people. Life can be really fucking terrible for some people, and
Mm-hmm.
I've had my share of many terrible times. I've also had my share of many privileged years,
Mm-hmm.
and how have hard times changed me as an artist? That was a question, right? They made me existential,
Okay.
nihilistic at times, crave isolation,
Sure.
crave connection.
Mm-hmm.
I think honestly, hard times made me into a far more extreme person, and
Feel like for the better?
I like myself.
Okay.
I like you too. A lot of people
Oh,
like
shucks!
Precious.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you. I mean, I sometimes do things that I dislike in retrospect. I've done many things before that I would not do today.
Sure.
And surely today I will do things that I would not do in the future. But the the hard times definitely, I have a metaphor in a song about being a rock in the river of life, and
Mm-hmm.
um, I'm the rock in your river. You split and divide my mind, changing me, you're changing me. I'm losing me. I'm losing me. And that's from my song "Private Water"
Mm-hmm.
off of my album AR-15s. And that's often how I feel about the hard times and hard moments.
Yeah.
They change me, and there's no going back, and I become something else. And the water just keeps on flowing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What kind of inspired the name for that album?
It is directly motivated by the political climate in the U.S., with the right wing aggressively targeting and persecuting successfully transgender individuals.
It's scary out there, man.
And most of all, the ones that can't defend themselves, the kids, the teenagers, these anti-trans laws in Florida and Texas,
That
and
stuff is
it's
makes me sick.
it's enraging. One, that people are persecuted for their identity, and two, that they're going after fucking kids. Like that's not okay. People talk about empowerment and shit. Empowerment is in the hands of a fucking gun. And so I say that transgender teens, they should fucking have guns. If you know a fucking trans person, buy them a fucking gun so that they can shoot people in the face that come for them, because people are coming for them. What are you going to do? Are you going to stand, like, help them out and, in the dead of the night when people knock down their fucking door, or seek them out in public, or harass
that's
them?
what I was going to say too. Like, it's not, they're not only, people aren't going after them just legally. Like, people are literally disappearing, like, trans youth.
Yeah.
Everywhere. And it's been happening for a while, but people are just, I feel like the general public is just, recently learning about it. So
yeah,
it's hard out there. And like, a lot of people are afraid to come out and to be who they really are.
Yeah. I mean, I can't advise for anyone to come out today. And I mean, I'd even tell I won't tell my friends to do this, but I mean, detransitioning can even be wise, perhaps, for some people. That's personal.
Safer.
Yeah.
Personal choice, of course.
But I feel like some people have a lot of privilege, and I think the people who feel safe coming out should definitely do it. Like, I recently last year came out as non-binary, and I know that people. I'm pretty sure nobody's going to fuck with me, so I'm just like very loud about it.
Yeah.
I feel like people just don't really care. They're like, oh, okay, but they still like see me how they saw me before. Anyway.
Yeah. Well,
So if you feel comfortable, I think it's definitely important to come out and to be proud and all of that. But if you don't feel safe, it's that's a different story.
no, that
Yeah.
makes sense. How is transitioning? Is that something that you talk about in your music, or is that something that you feel like you advocate for or towards, or
In my music, I talk about identity. And for me, gender is a component of broad identity. It's how we relate to and perceive ourselves and others. So I don't specifically generally talk about gender in my music.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I seek to understand myself, and I talk about that.
Yeah.
As for people coming out, I support people if that's what they want to do, of course, and I respect them and admire them because honestly, after I came out, my fucking life nosedived. Like my quality of life, like it fucking took a step down.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Um, and but yeah, if again, that's part of relating with oneself. Do you want to experience how the public will perceive you?
Yeah, I feel like
And
it's like, you're like, am I going to be happier if I don't come out because I'm safer and people won't judge me? Or will I be happier being my true self? Like that's
yeah,
something that you
and it's
think about beforehand.
fucking sad that that we even have to consider it.
You have to make a balance and make a choice of just like, do I want? Yeah.
Well, yeah, it sucks that you even have to worry about people, looking at you a certain way. It's like I don't know. I am in the school of like just let people do whatever the fuck they want as long as they're not hurting other people. Like, why do you care if a man likes a man? Why do you care if someone transitions? Like, what just let queer people be. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
So you do have a song where there's not everybody knows about this, but the Wee Spa incident.
Mhm.
Can you talk a little bit about that and the song that you made that talks about that? That was
Yeah. So the name of that track is Tear Up. Tear Up. And that was written and released in response to the Wee Spa debacle.
Mhm.
The Wee Spa debacle was all right.
It's a whole
So
story. It's a whole
yeah,
thing.
there's a multi-page Wikipedia article on this. It's so twisted and screwed up. And the reason why it's twisted and screwed up is that the right wing is involved, and the typical right wing lies and bullshittery is involved. So there was a viral video by this person that was standing in an higher end, supposedly spa in Los Angeles, and she was freaking out because she said that she saw a penis in the women's area of the spa. It's
Like she
possible.
hasn't seen a penis before. Come on.
Yeah, and so first of all, it's possible that she did because We Spa is known for being accepting of the transgender community.
Mm-hmm.
Sadly, they don't have like any signage on the wall, like this is a trans safe space, like alerting people. Like
Yeah.
I get that people can be shocked, if they see a body that they don't expect
Mm-hmm.
in a certain area,
Sure.
and I do fault the damn spa for not like
Yeah.
saying
Yeah.
that like. Yeah,
Hey.
hey, we
Just
support
accepting
all
of
people.
everybody.
Yeah, I'll support everyone and all their bodies and genders, and treat everyone fucking respectfully because that's what you should do.
Mm-hmm.
Anyways, so she made this video that went viral, mega viral, of penis in the women's area, and that was
And didn't she
never.
have a following already? Like, wasn't she kind of like a?
She not maybe low level. She was
Mhm.
like a hard right Christian
Mhm.
fanatic on at least per her social media posts.
Mm.
So that went viral, and that was picked up by Fox News and so on and so forth, and amplified and mega boosted because of the transgender menace.
Mhm.
Um, this story was never confirmed, uh, uh, but who gives a fuck? It's viral.
Yeah.
Um,
because it didn't even show the person who she allegedly saw with a penis. It didn't even show
Yeah.
that person. So
Yeah, that
she could
person.
have just been making it up. But
Yeah, no one was ever like identified in the video. I then was accused of being that person that was in the spa by another right-wing fanatic. And by fanatic, I mean that they were at the Capitol insurrection on January 6th.
Oh, wow.
And they blocked Dodger Stadium when Dodger Stadium was the largest vaccination site in the country in 2020. By blocked, I mean like she,
wouldn't let people in.
yeah, blocked the entrance.
Yeah.
Wow.
And of course, and that lasted the entire day,
Mhm.
keeping people from getting their vaccinations. And so why did she target me? She targeted me, I believe, because I was streaming
You
protests
were a
at the time.
well-known
Yeah,
activist.
I was a well-known activist out as trans, and she knew my face, and so she made an Instagram post, which then turned into viral hate against me.
And she knew it would be viral. She's like, if I put a face to this story,
Yeah.
I've got something here.
Yeah, well, it worked, and you know, it was like I was talked about on Tucker Carlson for like 4 nights in a fucking row, and
We don't like Tucker Carlson. Okay, I'm just.
No,
I don't know. I'm just. Who is
No,
this
you don't.
Tucker Carlson? Okay, gotcha. I'm with you.
yeah, so
He's like us, but a bad guy.
He's a bad guy.
Bad man.
yeah, so I received a lot of specific death threats and doxing, and so there was a protest at WeSpa by the right wing against trans people.
Mhm.
There were several, actually. There was one on July 3rd, and there was one on July 17th in 2021. And so there was also a counter protest saying that trans people are people and they deserve human rights like all people do, motherfuckers.
Mhm.
And so so I showed up at that. I didn't know that anyone was going to be there because I don't know about you, but when I was streaming, like I didn't talk to protesters. I kept my distance because like I wanted them to be able to say fuck you and smash my camera. Honestly, like
Mhm.
you know, when you're filming, that's responsibility of the camera person to not
Yeah.
send people to fucking jail
Yep.
or prison. So I didn't know
Which I
anyone.
learned
Yeah.
along the way. At first I didn't, but
Yeah, me too.
And the protesters didn't care at first either, and they would like anyway. But then you learn this, yes.
Yeah. So, so I showed up, and there were a lot of people there. You know, a lot of people showed up for trans rights, human rights, and a lot of people showed up from the right wing.
Mhm.
And we saw two people were stabbed
Wow.
by the right wing.
Oh wait, didn't one of the right wing people like stab one of their?
They stabbed their friend, yes, because
They don't know how to use a
they're
knife,
like that.
basically.
They're
What?
very
Wait, so
They're
he
just like,
stabbed his
"Ah!"
right wing friend?
yeah.
What
This
an
this person.
It's comedic at that point. What
Yeah.
an idiot.
Yeah, there's video of them like waving around a knife, and then
I'm like, whoops.
yeah, I think someone like tackled them because they're waving a knife and coming at people, and so
Mhm.
that person got stabbed, and then he's like he's like seriously doing that in the video,
Yeah.
and so he like he like stabs his fucking friend in the fucking arm, and she's like you know, and
These are the people who are going to protect us if Russia invades.
yeah. So that was 2 people got stabbed, 40 people were arrested, and it touched me very deeply that anyone showed up at all, because
Yeah.
I showed up and I was like, holy shit.
I would have
Like,
been there if I lived in
I-
LA.
Thank you.
I was there in spirit.
Yeah,
I was
yeah.
watching your live stream.
Oh, nice. Yeah.
So you made a video that basically explained all this in art form.
Yeah.
Can we play that video now? Unless you have
Please.
more to talk about it. We can talk more about it afterwards. Too.
Well, yeah,
video.
I'll just finish it off and say that like that touched me deeply, that people showed up at all and put their bodies and lives on the line for trans rights, for human rights.
Who's
And
Alex? It seems like an idiot. Alex Jones, I think you're an idiot.
That's crazy that penises are invading women's sections. I mean, I'm pretty sure penises have been invading women's sections for
Yeah.
since the beginning of mankind, because I mean, otherwise I wouldn't be here, right?
That one's for you, Alex.
We have
also we can see the stream.
Yeah,
so
we can
get
see
fucked.
the chat's up. Hey, cross the street. Thanks for showing some love. I can't even see who the user is, but I see the cross and I see the signs.
That's fucked up if you were misidentified.
Yes. All right.
Well, we
so
can play this.
can we
not listen to
play
Alex.
Tear Up by Precious Child?
Where you from? In the hood. Grew my roots in East Hollywood. My mother calling me. Fake friends keep texting me. We will do whatever it takes. Say their names, they died today. I wear the shell of a man. You said, no, you're a hell of a man. I wear the shell of a man. You said, no, you're a hell of a man. Tear up, tear up, tear up, stand up. Tear up, tear up, tear up, stand up. L.A., we showed the way. Real far away, through heartbreak. Bad law, it betrays us. Can't break us, can't break us. We will do whatever it takes. Say their names, they died today. I wear the shell of a man. You said, now you're a hell of a man. Tear up, tear up, tear up, stand up. Tear up, tear up, tear up, stand up. Tear up, tear up, tear up, stand up. Tear up, tear up, stand up.
Hey, welcome back to Off the Cuff and whatever that was. That was my hair trying to get a really cool picture, but that was a really cool music video. What kind of inspired you? I mean, obviously that situation, but I mean the approach that you took. Go ahead.
I thought that the video is really it's a parody or send up of what everyone thought happened in the
They
spa.
pictured in there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like some vile, evil tranny whipping and beating the poor people in the spa with their phallus.
Yeah.
And so that was, that's
So almost making like a mockery of like
Mhm.
the idea that this is what happened.
yeah, and the most important part to me of the video is the end shot where there's a we break the wall, the fourth wall, and look at the camera, and we cuddle, and we're all cool together because people can be fucking cool with each
Mhm.
other and
Yeah.
tolerant and nice to each other, and
I mean, we're tolerant with heterosexuals, so
Yeah. And we should
Yeah.
be. Yeah, we put up with those
Barely.
guys.
for now.
Yeah, for yeah.
The trans war begins here.
Hey,
I mean, I'm still trying to get Zane to be non-binary. So
yeah, I'm working
we're
on it.
our
I'm
magic.
working on it. Yeah, I'm bi, so now I just have to fit the nary on there, and then I'll be.
I mean, I feel like all my friends are queer. And,
all my cool friends.
yes.
So somebody says sick as music song and video.
Yeah, I
so-
agree.
Yeah, absolutely.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I feel like your song and video probably pissed off the people who were originally pissed off about the whole thing, the whole spa thing also.
Or it
Yeah.
unhomophobed them.
Yeah, maybe they used it for a little fantasy material. Some people wanted to see me naked for a while, and so hey,
Perfect.
Mhm.
Give the people what they want.
yeah. I mean, fuck you. You come at me like, I mean, not only will I shoot you in the face, but I will make a comedic music video.
Yes,
Yeah. You're like, oh, you don't like to see this or like trans people in spas? Well, here I am, like being extra.
Yeah.
Love it.
Yeah.
Wow. I don't even want to know what they said. I'm sure it's just it's Alex.
Yes. So that question, why haven't you sued the person who originally misidentified you? Now that it's a national story that got picked up by the press, that's an actual defamation suit, and the burden of proof is on the accuser.
Oh, okay.
Mhm.
Right, Alex, I apologize.
So I did some investigation. So the thing is, people talk about lawsuits all the time, civil suits, sue the person for this, sue the person for that. And the reality is that a civil suit is a business endeavor. People do these things to make money. It costs money to press a civil suit.
Unless you have somebody volunteering.
Yeah.
Pro bono.
And so I did have someone that volunteered, and they did some investigation in person. And in short, it was not financially wouldn't have been worth it.
Wouldn't have been worth it.
Yeah. And so in short, they're not a millionaire, and they're another working class slob like all of us.
Nice.
And which makes it even fucking sadder, right?
Yeah.
We should all be fucking bonding together against the real menace in the country, which isn't trans people. Real menace is the damn wealthy.
The heterosexuals.
Yes.
I mean, the wealthy.
And it's funny because, yes. And I don't want to talk about only politics because this is a music show. And actually, if you watch our show Based, I
have an episode with Precious, which is actually how I heard of you the first time.
And we talk a lot about this topic. But what was I going to say? Anyway, I had something I was going to say, but anyway.
Yeah.
Let's
So
move back to music.
yeah, absolutely. So as far as like making music videos, is this your first music video? Is this one of many? Is this are you working on a new one?
This is one of many. I think I've got maybe 10 or 12 official music videos out. I make a lot because I am also a music video director. I direct for other people at times, and so I got the means to do that.
I could definitely tell that the direction on it. It was not just like somebody showed up, or even the camera person was just like, I've got an idea. It was like the person who came up with the song and the person who came up with the video were very much.
Yeah, this was a special collaboration between myself and a Los Angeles artist named Francis K. Orr. And they directed the video, and we worked on the concept together. And they actually were at the We Spa protest as well.
Yeah,
and they are trans themselves, and so it was very.
They have pronouns.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. It was very dear to both of us.
Yeah. Yeah.
Very cool.
Yeah. You said something about music and politics, and I got this to say to where's the camera?
It's that light right there.
Okay. So I got something to say to all you musicians out there. Like, if you're not like tapped into politics in some way at all, like via your art or via your public presence, you're
not doing enough.
You're just overprivileged, and you should like get off your like musicians or artists high horse and connect with the damn world.
Yes.
Like, shit's like getting fucked out there.
Yeah.
And you got to use your damn power to make things fucking better and be a part of it. Otherwise, you're just some irrelevant shithead that's just making fancy dancy art for what? For whom?
For clout.
For fucking clout. Yeah. Yeah. So I think it's a responsibility of the contemporary artist to connect in some way.
I think anybody who has a platform should have that responsibility.
Yeah. Like we all gotta fucking do something. Like
So It seems like you're very active in the political sense. Is that something that you find often ties into your music, sometimes ties into your music, or never ties into your music?
I think it's pretty much fully integrated. You know,
Mhm.
like I'm an activist. I don't stream anymore, but I'm an activist in Los Angeles, and I regularly. I don't know if you can see the resolutions there, but I'm wearing the fucking Circle A, and I'm wearing it because not because of style or fashion. I mean, this shirt looks cool.
I mean, it is a cool shirt.
Yeah, it is. It is stylish and fashionable. So,
it's my design actually.
Oh,
Oh,
really?
you designed
Yeah,
that? I
yeah,
love
yeah.
it.
Oh, fucking
Um,
I need one.
Yeah, the Circle A is the anarchy symbol, and I am an anarchist. I'm not just a style anarchist. You know, I
Mhm.
do mutual aid and direct action.
Or a relationship anarchist.
Nobody even knows I'm an anarchist. That's how much of an anarchist I am. I'm a secret anarchist, actually. This is what did we call it? Our segment, where we talk about something new.
Oh, off the record.
Off the record.
Yes,
Oh,
yes, that is my
goodness.
off the record.
Ooh,
The
is it-
anarchist.
is it-
thing. What's yours?
Ooh, my.
What's your dirty little secret?
Ooh, let me think. Let me think. I sometimes mix cereals.
What?
Yeah.
You're disgusting.
I know, I know. Like Captain Crunch and Cocoa Puffs. I think that's what anarchists.
Oh, no. Cereal anarchist.
Yeah, I'm
Oh
a
my
cereal
God.
anarchist. Not a repeat
Sorry,
anarchist.
I can't talk to you anymore. What about you, Precious?
Yeah, what's your off the record? What do you got for us? You have like some music coming up?
Something
do you have,
new, something
something
that
blue?
nobody knows about.
Yeah, so I was saying that my activism and my activism is political. My activism and my music is fully integrated, and I mean it. The next song that I have coming out is on July 27th.
July
Ooh.
27th.
July
You're first.
27th. My album, it's an EP. It's titled Violence,
Mhm.
and it features this track titled "I Kneel with My Knees on the
I
Knife."
love that song. I love that song.
Thank you.
Yeah, so you're actually one of the few artists that I've gotten to see live before you've done the show. I need to be better about that.
Yeah, you do.
But I really just enjoyed your live performances.
Yeah, we saw you twice.
Yes, I saw you twice. So that's
Yeah.
it's really killing it. The first time I had seen it, you had done like a visualizer. So I saw that. First question is, did you create the visualizers yourself? Did you? Well, I mean, you said that you direct music videos, so I imagine you have your hand a little bit in that.
Yeah, I think I heard you say that you did.
Yeah. So for like my proper venue like performances, like where there's a stage and stuff, I have video backdrop for all of my songs, and yes, I edit and film all of those.
Edit and film.
Yeah.
Wow, that's
Well,
impressive.
Yeah, and do the CG, computer graphics, and
Wow.
all of that.
When do you sleep? Like, I don't. Yeah, I'm actually sleeping right now. That's why I'm wearing sunglasses.
Are my eyes open or are they closed? Are we
knows.
here or are we dreaming?
Wow, so that's it sounds like you stay really busy, but you have you're very integrated into all areas of your music.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Whether it's you're okay. And that the other question I was going to ask is, do you make the music?
I do. I
You
write
don't
it all.
sleep, do you? You're a vampire, and that's why you had to wait until the sun.
I mean, that's why we're friends. We're both vampires. so.
Hey, absolutely. Well, we have a couple hours before we can go outside.
I'm a day
so-
walker, though. Nobody knows.
Yeah, the video is the easiest part, and the music is the hard part. It takes me a very long time to write the music that I release. Usually, for every track I release, I've written 5-10 songs or so, and yeah, people ask, do I use like beats, other people's beats or pre-canned stuff, and I never do. I
Yeah.
just
You always make
write.
your own.
Yeah, I just write.
Yeah,
write the
well,
stuff.
That's how I like to do it. I like to do, and Zane's learned this, and I'm doing better at working as a team. But I usually do everything on my own, like with my
Mhm.
music, with anything I do creative.
Mhm.
I'm just very picky about everything. So I'm I want this to be perfect. So if I'm going to make a song, I'm going to make the beat and the music video and sing and everything. So I don't know. I like doing it that way, but it's also nice to work with a team too.
Absolutely.
Do you well, you do work with you do collaborate sometimes because you collaborated with your friend on the music video. Do you ever collaborate musically?
Oh
with
yeah,
anybody?
yeah, I do. Let's see. In all sorts of weird ways. Sometimes on lyrics. Sometimes I take lyrics from conversations that I have with people.
Yeah.
So occasionally music, but like notes, boop 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 boop, you know. But
Was that from Robin Hood?
Yeah, it was. I was trying to-
Yeah.
Nice callback.
That's a great track.
It is.
Yeah, bro, I
We
need to
should.
sample that.
Yeah, we should sample that.
Oodalali, oodalali,
Yeah, for real.
So other than Robin Hood, what else inspires your music, and also other than like politics? Is there, like,
I'm deeply inspired. You know, I've talked a lot about angry stuff so far, and I gotta say that I'm really deeply inspired by beauty that I experience.
By what?
Beauty that I experience in the world. And I don't necessarily mean like things that are pretty or nice, although that's definitely included. Uh, you know, I'm inspired by people's passion. Sometimes I'm inspired by animals. Sometimes I'm inspired by. I'm always deeply inspired by nature, by the sky, by fucking trees and water. Because those things are very powerful to me.
yeah. What is your astrology sign?
I'm
Your Earth sign?
sun in Gemini,
Okay.
moon in Scorpio, and
You know what that means? Because I don't.
I'm a sun in Gemini, so I get that part of it.
yeah, Gemini clan.
I'm like actually almost full Gemini because I have more placements in Gemini.
Oh,
anyway,
nice. Yeah,
that's another secret that I'm releasing today.
Yeah, I'm Mercury in Gemini too, which is important.
Mhm. Sorry, I interrupted you. You're talking about all the things that inspired you. What about influences, like musicians? Like, what's your favorite? Okay, this is a two-part question. Who is your favorite musician of all time? And two, what are like the main bands that or like artists that influenced you as an artist?
Favorite musician of all time. That's
a tough
very,
one.
very hard one.
Mine
Because
is
we're going to tell them.
Mine. Well, I'll tell mine first. What you're thinking? Mine is the Strokes. I don't really listen to them very much anymore. I listen to so many genres, but that is just like my
The
favorite.
Strokes?
Yeah. And
Are they British?
No, you don't know who the Strokes are. They're like one of the most
Okey-doke. Are we going to stroke
famous.
shame me?
Yes.
I don't like that. Never mind. I changed my.
No, I'm not going to stroke shame you. No.
Please don't clip this.
What about you, Zane?
Let's see.
Favorite
Macklemore.
musician?
Macklemore is probably
Really?
like my favorite,
Okay.
just because he speaks like in the political sense. He talks about addiction. There's
Talks about
addiction
thrift store shopping and
yeah,
made
thrift
all my
shopping.
thrift store clothes more expensive. God damn it!
Yeah,
But
yeah.
yeah, good song.
What about you?
You know, I think I'll just say that like some musicians that I really respect today are the act Black Dresses, who are Ada Rook and Debbie McCallan, and they're associates of mine from Canada, and I think they're fucking brilliant, and their music perpetually inspires and motivates me to be a better artist. So
Yeah. What part of their music inspires you? Is it like the musicality? Because I'm just as somebody who I guess is very similarly like making their own beats, making the lyrics. I don't do the music part of it because I suck at visual stuff. So that always impresses me when somebody's like, I can do sounds all day. You know,
yeah.
pictures don't make me look at them. I can tell you if I like it. I can't tell you what I don't like about it. But yeah, so as somebody who's doing all that stuff, you know, what part of that inspires you? Is it the lyrics? Is it?
It's so their songs are written in a way that the music comes off as very spontaneous, and it's electronic music with vocals. And you know, if you're sitting at a fucking computer like beep booping away, like it can be hard to make your music sound like it's like live and bursting forth from the speakers.
Yeah.
And
Mhm.
and they consistently do that. It's always full of life, doesn't come off as calculated, and the artistry, like the production and lyrics,
Everything's
and
just smooth.
well, it's all outstanding, and so
Mhm.
I appreciate that.
And what is the name again of the band?
Black Dresses, and you can also look up the individual artists because they have their own projects. Ada Rook and Debbie McCallan.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah, out of
So that
Canada.
is one of your. Well, that was the favorite band, but just
Artists
most
that
respected.
I respect.
And what influenced? Which bands like mainly influenced your music? Can I say that your music reminds me a lot? And I don't want this to come off as badly, but your music reminds me of Marilyn Manson. The sound, and the style, but Marilyn Manson is a creep, so fuck you, Marilyn Manson.
All the goodness,
But I
none of
listened.
the badness.
I actually listened to Marilyn Manson a lot and had a crush on Marilyn Manson when I
wow.
was like 12, and my parents hated it. We talked about this in another episode.
Yeah, I listened a lot to Marilyn
Yeah,
Manson.
and actually,
before, and
Marilyn Manson really opened up my mind to the trans world, because he. I don't even care about his pronouns because fuck him.
Yeah.
But he came out with that
Misgender.
video where he was like in a bodysuit. I think it was like a white bodysuit and he had like breasts. You remember that video? Anyway, so that kind of opened my mind to that world. So I'm grateful for his art, his music, but also he's a creep. He's an abuser. Anyway.
Yeah, I liked a lot of his music for a while ago. I can't advocate for him in any way. I have some friends that toured with him. I know the old drummer of Manson, and some other people that worked with him. And he's just he's a thief, and
He's just not a good person.
and all the bad things are true. So
well, I think he got in trouble like legally for it, right?
yeah, he's got some issues. He's being sued because it's financially worthwhile, and glory to the accusers. And
He has the money.
yes. So I did like Manson a lot. I liked Nine Inch Nails influenced me. Skinny Puppy, which is an industrial band that's still around, has been around since like 1981. They have very innovative sound design and production themselves, and their own music is very political. Who else?
Yeah, that's I didn't notice the Nine Inch Nails kind of vibe, but our friend Jacob said that he's like, I love Nine Inch Nails, and this is like it reminds me.
It's so when they say 9-inch nails, do they mean like the ones you hammer, or do they mean like
they mean being
9-inch fingernails?
Both.
They mean being
I think
this
it's penis.
I saw a video of that before. Someone putting a nail.
Wow. Yeah. Thank you, internet. What would we do without
A
you?
very nice mental picture.
It's pretty funny. I recommend it to everyone.
For real.
Yeah.
This person says, I make bass music and it's not easy like everyone thinks. Days are just spent on sound design. Somebody who's done
like
sound
that would
design.
be the most important part of that type of music.
Yeah, sound design is definitely, it's like a tricky thing. What's like a synthesizer that you're a fan of? Like what's your favorite synth?
Let's see. I gotta tell the truth, and like I'm pretty gear.
I'm a stock synth user.
I just use patches and presets, and there's nothing wrong with that though. What matters
No,
is
there isn't.
And I also want to mention,
no, I don't really.
Like a lot of people and my assistant like hates auto tune, but honestly, like you could make music with just electronics and it can be good. Like even with like an electronic voice, and it like I don't know. I feel like it doesn't matter how you make your music as long as it comes together and it sounds good. It's art, like.
Yeah. No, I used to be very anti like I'm not gonna use patches because I'm gonna sit here and tweak this sound and be super original. And I finally just got to the point where I'm just like, I'm doing so much that like if I make a song, I'm doing good. Like, I don't have time to sit here and make a sound from scratch. Like you can tune basically just about any like stock sound to be what you need it to be. And ultimately all that matters is that it sounds good.
Yeah, to me, what matters is the song, and so whatever. I used to spend a lot of time on patches, and I still make my own sounds, but like I want to make. I'm making songs, and my favorite synth, my go-to synth for most of my bass and in my music is Oberheim Matrix. That's that's what I use for everything. I've got a Matrix 6.
Is that like a hardware?
Yeah,
Okay.
it's a keyboard, and it goes boop 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 boop
Boop, boop, boop. Sometimes beep if you know how to tune it.
right, yeah, and
This person over here.
Dude, Alex,
hi,
Alex
Grandma.
is busy.
Hi, Grandma.
Hi, Grandma.
Hi, Kellen. Am I saying that right? I mean, I've known you online for a while, but I don't know if I've ever said your name out loud.
See,
Keelan? Kellen?
people out here are just like excited.
We know
for
all
Precious
these.
Child.
We know all these people. Hi, Grandma. So somebody says, love seeing Precious Child, a decent person. A decent person.
Oh, much more than decent.
Yes,
you don't know me well
but-
enough.
Yes, but the legs to the right need to stop shaking.
Oh my goodness, I'm sorry.
I don't even notice anymore.
Yeah, exactly. Helen with a K.
Kellen.
Yeah, no, that's I think that's all right. I'll stop shaking my legs. Don't watch the stream. Listen to
I'm gonna
this on
start.
Spotify. Yeah, now you're gonna start. Yeah, no, I think it's really cool
awesome
that
person. Okay, better.
that you spend, as much time as you do making your art in from so many different avenues. What would you say is the thing that you feel is your strong suit? Do you feel like you're more gifted with visuals, or do you feel like you're more gifted with sound?
I consider myself more than just not just a musician. Like I really view myself as an artist.
An artist
and-
all around, yeah.
And that's important, and it's a distinction because I'm trying to do. I'm not just trying to like make a song. I want people to experience and feel something. And all this, I know it sounds like heady bullshit, and but that's really my approach. Like, I want something to happen in people when they experience my works, be it sound or video, and. So I don't really consider myself, more of a videographer than.
Yeah. Well, I mean,
musician.
I think even just having that approach, like some people hyper focus on one part and then neglect the rest. And I feel like being, just kind of like an all around, jack of all
Holistic,
trades.
well-rounded artist.
Or Jane of all trades.
That's how I feel. I feel like I'm just an artist, and people are like, "Oh, what's your medium?" I'm like, "What do you mean?"
fucking the world.
Exactly. No, I feel like I feel like my whole life is like, what is it called? Experimental art, or where there's like, what is that? What is the word? Anyway, I feel like my whole world, or like my whole life, is like an art project.
I think that's really important and valid,
Seriously.
and that's the same for myself.
Performance art. That's what I was talking.
That's the same for myself and a number of really great artists that I know. And because, as I said it earlier, the art that we make is defined by who we are,
Mm-hmm.
and that's what makes it like distinctive and worthwhile. So
Mm-hmm.
yeah, that's everything. But,
Yeah. And I think, I do have a lot of friends who, have their life and they're not changing. Like, they're like, this is who I am. They work their job and, they go home to their family, and that's totally fine. But I personally,
Boring.
but for me,
Lame.
I feel like I'm always changing. And like you were saying, the rock in the river reference spoke to me because, like, I'm always changing. And like, some people are like, oh, wow, you've changed so much since like 5 years, in the past 5 years. I haven't seen you in 5 years and you're like completely different. I'm like, good. That's what I'm hoping for.
yeah,
I'm letting the world
exciting.
change me, but I'm also like
Changing the
judging.
world.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And I wasn't going to say that, but yes.
I got you.
But I'm doing it on my own terms. I'm not just like completely going with the flow. I am that rock in the river, like making my own decisions of how I'm going to change. And
Yeah,
I
rock
think
in
that's
the
what makes you an artist.
Rock
really.
the river shit's gonna
Hell
be stuck in my
yeah.
head.
Rocking in the river.
That's my song, Private Water.
Private Water. Check it out. And before I forget, where can we find you on social media? I know that you're on YouTube as Precious Child. I actually know, so I can say it. Instagram, Precious Child. I am Precious, right? I'm Precious Child. And then on Facebook as well. And on Twitch, Precious Child. I know all these. I've been friends with Precious for a while, so I can just call it out. Anything
Yeah,
else?
it's
Is SoundCloud?
Venmo, precious child.
Yes. Send her money.
Yes. Yeah. This you can't make all this music and all this videography with it being
Exactly.
super
And
cheap.
you owe trans people and BIPOC people or people of color money. So go ahead and
And if
Venmo
you don't
Precious
pay us,
right
we'll
now.
take it from you
Yeah,
by
we'll
force.
AR-15s.
One thing that another thing that Precious and I have in common is that we both really love knives. What is your? This is a off the
Knife talk.
off topic right
Yes,
here. Is
yes.
this
Slicey
segment?
dicey.
What is
Yeah,
your
this is
favorite
called
knife
Slice
that
and
you have?
Dice.
Mine is what the fuck is the name of it? Oh, my
Gerber.
friends. No, that's like the cheapy ones. But
Oh, okay. Never
Um,
mind.
I'll look it up. But you tell
The
us yours.
baby knife?
I've been really liking this knife brand called Civivi, and they just make really excellent knives for very cheap. And
Okay.
I like that. I like me some cheap ass Rambo knives.
Rambo knives. Is that like it has like the serrated thing on the back?
Yeah, like it looks like you're about to like go hunt a warthog. Or,
Yeah. You
Warthog,
put
that's
it in
the
your-
The Warthog is the name of my knife, but I
Oh,
can't remember
shit.
the brand. You know the name of the brand?
It's one of those knives that you put in your
Uh,
teeth and then you like dive off of a boat.
Right.
I have a very small worldview, so like, yeah, it's just I live everything through media.
K-Bar.
Oh yeah, K-bars.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
I have the Warthog. It's like this big, and it has like a really fat, like very unique blade.
That's
So
a
it's-
sword at
Oh,
that point.
Yeah, it's meant for like outdoor, like chopping branches. It's not quite a
Like the
machete.
Truck
It's,
stop knives have their charm.
It,
Oh,
yeah,
yeah.
it's perfect for chopping branches, and also if anybody messes with me, just know that I have a giant knife
Setting
in my pocket.
boundaries is,
You know what?
is what you meant.
Yeah, I feel like every time I go to a show, like a music show, they look in my bag and take my knife.
Oh my
And then they either
gosh.
won't let me have it back or I forget it because I had a few
Oh.
drinks. I've lost like 5 knives this year at shows. Not lost, but they've taken them.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
Which is more comforting.
I've
than
spent a
you
lot of
just losing an entire sword.
yeah. I've lost a lot of money on knives this year, that's for sure. But our next segment is off the cuff rapid fire.
Yes.
Do you know
Pew,
what that
pew,
is?
pew.
Do you know what that is?
That's it. You can say.
Okay. I just wanted you to guess what it was.
Oh, what is it?
Rapid fire.
It's where we bust out this AR-15.
It's where,
I like that. That's what you think.
It's where we-
guns sound like.
it's where we all go to federal prison.
Together though.
Yeah, I wish we had
Oh.
those sounds like that we could play. Like
Yeah.
brett, brett. And then also the horn. The horn is my new favorite noise.
The DJ.
Yeah. Can't wait to have those. Yeah, we need to get our soundboard up.
Oh yeah, we'll next show. So yeah, we actually we do a little bit of word association. So
Okay.
yeah, we're gonna drop some words,
And then you say a word or
They are going to be music related. Last
Okay.
time I said pickle, they said Rick, and then
was like,
Des
pickle?
got upset, and then was like, "We're talking
I
about
was like,
music, violins." So
Okay.
I'm gonna say industrial.
Balls.
5 each. Okay.
All right, cool.
Metal.
People.
Metal. Oh,
People.
people. Okay.
People. Okay. Let's see. Guitars.
Oh, so I should leave it. I should aim for music related.
Yes.
Oh, I'm
yeah.
sorry.
No,
I'm
not
sorry.
Pickle Rick. No. That's what we're avoiding.
Okay, guitars. Ibanez.
Ibanez. Okay. Yeah, that's a good one.
Marilyn Manson.
Why do you do this every time?
Trash bags.
Yeah.
Good answer. Good answer. Let me see. Blues. Reds.
I just can't stop but think of the Crossroads.
Okay.
Backstreet Boys.
Sad.
Hot was the correct answer. Let me see. Drummers.
I'll go for Joey Jordanson
Okay.
of Slipknot. Rest R.I.P.
R.I.P.
Mm.
Yeah, I love their great. They just had fucking energy.
Yeah.
Madonna.
Material Girl.
And for me, I think my last one will be Footloose.
Song. or movie, which came first?
Ooh, that was the correct answer.
Water bottle. I know. I mean, it's related to music. It was the first thing I looked at.
Water bottle.
Water bottle. Throwing at fans.
Yes. Or cops. I mean,
cops.
allegedly. Oopsies.
All right. They say, can we
Fuck
ask Precious Child, is there a non-music related,
A person.
a person non-music related who has been an inspiration? Okay.
Me.
All right, chat. Okay, cool. I see you.
I've always been inspired by Steve Jobs.
Oh God.
Non-music related person. I'll go for
Jesus.
fuck.
Jesus.
I don't have any idea. I'll go for Ursula K. Le Guin.
Who's that?
Ursula K. Le Guin.
It's from The Little Mermaid, right?
No.
That was my first thought. I don't know what Ursula is.
Ursula K. Le Guin was an author, an anarchist that wrote the series A Wizard of Earthsea, and many other novels that speak about anarchism without ever using the A word. And it's all many of her stories are about identity and the quest to identify and understand oneself. And so she was very, very inspirational to me, and still is. And it's all fantasy, and which is wonderful.
Nice.
Yeah. I especially like that they don't use the A word, because it's like you can identify with the idea, but maybe not the word. And once you put the word to it, that's when you're like, no, I don't like that. But if you're like, hey, do you like this idea? They're like, I love this idea.
Yeah.
Well, actually, at the very end, they say, actually, this is anarchy.
Gotcha.
I have another question before we have a few more minutes for our show. If you could tour with anybody and collaborate with any famous artist, who would it be?
Right now, I'd say Yves Tumor. It's spelled YVES space Tumor, and they're an incredible Black transgender artist out of Los Angeles, and they make really soulful, experimental rock.
Those not words that
electronic.
usually get used together, so I'm really curious. Yeah.
Yeah.
Soulful experimental. I'm like, all right, let's do it. Let's I want to see it.
Yeah, I saw them at my first concert in 2021, since the pandemic started, and it was at a desert show, and it was they really blew me away. And I mean, they're really big. They're pretty damn big now. But yeah, I'd love to do something with them. Work on a track, music, or do a video with them.
Yeah,
Nice.
that's dope.
I have another interesting question.
Oh, you think so?
sorry.
Do you?
Very. What is a musical artist that people wouldn't think that you would like? Mine is Backstreet Boys, but now people know because I literally
Now we think
reference
that's
them
what you like.
every single episode at least once.
I'm sorry.
And also Creed, but wait, never mind. Clip it again. Clip it again.
Yeah,
Clip it out.
This is now Off the Cuff with Zane.
Cancel.
Yeah, Off the Cuff with Zane.
Clip that out.
Hello, precious child.
Creed.
Mine is Weird Al.
Oh.
Yeah.
He deserves a lot of respect.
Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely.
Yeah. Mine would be Roxette. Roxette was an influence on me. Roxette is
Like from the 80s?
yes,
Okay.
an 80s power pop band, European power pop,
Okay.
and made songs like She's Got the Look.
She's got the look. She's got the look. Dun, 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 dun,
Yeah,
dun,
you got it. Yeah.
I love that song.
Yeah, dangerous. She's a little bit dangerous. Yeah, I like that
Yeah.
I'm
stuff
from
a
the
lot.
90s, so I'm just grooving her along. Like, I'm like, yeah, sure. I love this.
Well, I was an infant in the 80s. But, I went back and listened to the music. Is there anything else that you would like to tell the world? Because the world is watching and listening. They all are watching and listening. So if you have something to say, you should say it now.
Yeah.
Or forever hold your peace.
Listen to my new album, full-length album, AR-15s for Transgender Teens. It is out on streaming everywhere. Listen to my new album coming out in July at the end of the month, titled Violence. And the track on that, I Kneel with My Knees on the Knife. And
Great track. Great track.
Mhm.
Thank you.
Awesome visuals too.
Thank you. And come say hi when I'm in your town. And
And get some of this merch too. That's
Yes.
a sweet
Wait,
shirt.
are you selling that shirt?
I'm actually not.
I wanna buy it.
Never mind. Get some different
Well,
merch.
you should start selling it because
Yeah.
it's pretty cool.
Yeah, for real.
Maybe I'll put it on my website. I do have a bunch of shirts on my website, preciouschild.com.
Check it
And
out.
you should take a look at them because
Mhm.
I have a lot of really violent woodland creatures with rifles
Nice.
on my
Happy tree
website.
friends of clothing.
But they're also protecting themselves because they're so cute and innocent.
They're not
They have
violent. They're
to.
protecting themselves.
Right.
Yes.
Right? Can queer people even be violent? You
Yeah,
know?
exactly.
Oh.
Like-
Exactly. It's like black people can't be racist. That's perfect. Well, awesome. That has been Off the Cuff with Des and Zane. I have been Zane Thomas.
And I am Carissa Des.
And this has been Precious Child.
Thank you all so much.
And
Yes.
make sure that if you're on Twitch, you subscribe or at least follow, and so that you can get the notifications. Same as if you're watching this on YouTube after we edit. This will be on my YouTube, Carissa Des. Make sure that you follow and hit that little bell so that you know when we have a video that's coming out.
Yeah. Thank you guys
Follow-
for hanging out in the chat.
Yeah, thank you so
Yeah, we
much.
were actually able to follow it this time.
Yes, we had it up for the first time here, so we got to see your questions and comments. Make sure you follow me, Carissa Des, on Instagram, so that you can keep up with what we're doing in our future shows and help us to, think of new content.
Yep. All that
And
stuff.
follow Zane.
At It's Zane
Zane
Thomas on
and
Instagram.
Again, Precious Child on Instagram and Facebook as well. We go live every Sunday at either 11 or 12 on Facebook, on my Facebook, Carissa Des, and on Twitch as well. So
Yep.
Thank you so much for joining us again for another episode. Peace, love, donuts.
Pew pew.